Please welcome DLC nominated candidate for Club Growth Director, Mike Fidel. Question 1. What are your plans to reach district goals in membership and club growth over the program year?
Club growth, that's the biggest thing facing us now. And I don't think many people in this district realize we've lost 20% of our people. And the state, one could say San Francisco's lost several people. California could, the same thing goes with that. How will I do it? I don't have any grand plans. I think it's going to be a matter of just basics, just like in football. They talk about the basics of tackling, the basics of, running and anything blocking. It's just basics. And if we can get back to basics, that might help. Get in, do more membership drives, work with PR. That's what I want to see happen.
All right. Thank you. Question number 2. How will you help address the low member clubs?
That's going to get interesting. The clubs, I'm a club president right now. We're struggling. People are working. They're working in new jobs in many cases. They want to prove themselves. It's the whole last 2-3 years has been very stressful. We need to do more advertising. We need more outreach to let people know we're back meeting. And if not meeting in person, let's see what we can do with hybrid clubs.
All right, thank you. Question number 3. With that shift to online and hybrid club meetings, how will that affect the approach to building new clubs?
Can you repeat that, Andy? I didn't quite get that.
All right.
How does hybrid affect the building?
Yeah, the shift from online to hybrid meetings. How would that affect approach to building new clubs?
Well, hopefully we'll keep some of those members that are distant. Another one of my clubs I belong to, 4 members are calling in every other week and they're from Japan. So that helps with membership. They want to be there. They want to practice their English, but also give English speeches. It's a bilingual club. By having more hybrid, I think we'll be able to keep some members that are still wanting to do remote working. And well, as good as that is, I want to see personally, if we can find the meeting rooms just to meet more in person. Get back to that. Get back to the basics.
All right, thank you. Question number 4. What untapped markets will you target with building new clubs, and how will you leverage them?
What new areas will I target? Boy, I would like to see more work done on the ambassador program, even the coaching program. I mean, Elliot Mao has done a fantastic job with the coaching. There are only 6 coaches, but they're still making progress. I would like to see that number triple. Joanna Tong, she's taken a group of people who are visiting not just dozens. I think we're in the counts of 50, 60, 80, 100 clubs people have visited. That's a fact. They go around bragging about it, but it gives them exposure. They're like our Marco Polos, going and seeing how other clubs do things. They might critique it, but I think these ambassadors are learning a lot, many things that they can carry to their own clubs.
All right, thank you. Question number 5. How would you address growth in what we call low density areas within District 4? For example, San Francisco has a lot of clubs along Market Street, but it may not have a lot of clubs in other parts of San Francisco. So again, how would you address growth in low density areas?
I'm finding the low density areas, just from my own experience, not the challenge. The challenge is that several companies have had their employees leave the premises, and this entire remote work thing has impacted the numbers. People get tired of Zoom. We hear that all the time. In being remote, here I live on the coast, there's a very strong club just north of me. Would you call it the Boondocks? Perhaps, but they do well. There are clubs mid-peninsula. Oh my goodness. On the outskirts of Palo Alto, where you'd think there would not be many clubs, those clubs are doing reasonably well. So I'm not so sure that it matters whether you're isolated or not. I think a lot depends on that community. People like to get together and meet. And the problem then is maybe some of those people have had to leave the Bay Area. And that's going to be the challenge.
All right, thank you. Question number 6. What expertise from your life outside of Toastmasters will you bring to this position?
Well, as we were talking earlier, I was thinking, this slate of candidates, I mean, it's like a family reunion for me. I have 2 area directors that are now going to be running for office. Prior, when I was Division B director, Tuya Bliss is back, and so she will be running. Jennifer Perry-Ruzick, who's running for district director, she was my area director, and I withdrew just to help promote her. So in a way, it's like a family reunion, and I hope to work with them again.
All right, thank you.
No, thank you, Andy.
And
Was that
then
it?
one more question. All right, one more question. What innovative approaches will you bring to this role?
Oh, I think you're looking at the wrong guy. I would love to see some innovation. Probably the hybrid approach will be the innovative approach, but that too will be challenging. World headquarters has said there will be no contests, that it will be hybrid. Now, they also said the same thing about there will be no online meetings, and COVID kind of changed that. Innovation, no, for me, vote for me, for better or for worse. It's to go back to the basics.
Okay. All right, awesome. And that does it with our DLC nominated candidate for Club Growth Director, Mike Fidel. Mike, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.